In the next chapter, we are dealing with fractions and decimals. Now, there are different types of fractions. As you see here, improper fractions, mixed fractions, proper fractions and equivalent fractions. Now, let us try to understand what is the meaning of these words. The first here you see improper fraction. Now, why is this called an improper fraction? Because here we find the numerator is greater than the denominator. So, numerator is 7, denominator is 4. So, whenever we have these type of fractions where the numerator is more than the denominator, we call it improper fractions. If we take the reciprocal of that, 7 by 4 is going to become 4 by 7. Now, the denominator is more than the numerator. Numerator is less than the denominator. So, these type of fractions where the numerator is less than the denominator is a proper fraction. So, here we have an example of an improper fraction, whereas here it is a proper fraction. Now, we can convert these improper fractions into mixed fractions. For example, the value of 7 by 4 we can write as 1 3 by 4. This is a mixed fraction. We are writing 1 and 3 by 4. Now, how do you write this improper fraction as a mixed fraction? All you have to divide 7 by 4. We will divide 7 by 4, and when you divide this 7 by 4, we know that 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, that is more than this. So, we are not going to take that, we will take 4 1s are 4 and the remainder we find is 3. So, therefore, this 7 by 4 we are writing it as 1 3 by 4. Where did this 1 come from? The 1 is actually the quotient. The quotient here is 1. So, I am putting 1 here. The remainder is 3. So, that comes out here. And here the divisor is 4. So, divisor is as it is. So, the remainder is becoming the numerator here, and the number that is here, that is the quotient, is becoming here, the position is occupied here, and the denominator of the fraction that remains as it is, or we can say the divisor has become the denominator. So, this is how we convert the improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So, 7 by 4 is the same as 1 3 by 4. We can verify this by multiplying these two numbers and adding 3 to it. So, 4 into 1 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So, we get 7 upon 4. So, we have understood what an improper fraction is. An improper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator exceeds the denominator. This is a proper fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator, and we have understood how to convert an improper fraction into a mixed fraction, and after getting it, to verify it whether it is correct or not by multiplying these two numbers and adding it to the numerator here. So, 4 1s are 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, that is equal, and 4 remains the same here. Now, what is the meaning of an equivalent fraction? Now, let us take an example of a proper fraction. Let us say 1 upon 2. Now, 1 upon 2 is a proper fraction. Now, what are the other fractions equivalent to it? We can have many examples. So, what we do is, whatever is the fraction given, 1 by 2 in this case, we can just multiply by any random number and also divide it by the same number. That means, I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So, that becomes 2 by 4. Now, 2 by 4 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. I can also multiply and divide by another number, let us say by 3. So, multiply by 3 and divide by 3. So, this is going to become 3 by 6. So, this is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. Similarly, 1 by 2 multiplied by 10, divide by 10, we get 10 upon 20. So, we are having many examples of equivalent fractions. So, 1 by 2 is the same as 2 by 4, it is the same as 3 by 6, it is the same as 10 upon 20. So, these are all examples of equivalent fractions. So, we can find out equivalent fractions by multiplying and dividing by the same number. So, infinitely many examples of equivalent fractions will be possible.